Alright, we have the red Isengard player Lothlorien versus the blue Dwarven player Sauron. So one of the players need 10 minutes time, and for that reason they decided to play a 1v1. Then we're gonna continue with the 2v2 right after. Two mineshafts into the Hall of Warriors. On the other side we see two furnaces into the Uruk pit, into the furnace number 3. What? Will you buy a plane or just a ticket? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. You will be also in Turkey? I will be in Turkey in 16 August. Like in about 3 weeks from now. The problem is, I mean, not the problem. Like, I also like it. But for me personally, the Turkey vacation is not really a vacation. It's like more like the time to see the people you can't see whole year. So basically all the family members of my wife are living in Turkey, her mom and everyone. So we're gonna be visiting this person, then we're gonna be driving to another city to visit another person. So we are pretty much traveling inside the Turkey, pretty much the entire duration of the vacation to see people. Uruks will be recruited, and rallying call has been used on the phalanxes, okay? So the plan is simple, get them out, creep. Creeping in BFME 2 is a bit more challenging than in Rise of the Witch King. For example, our Orc Warrior can't creep a Warclay by himself. Also, trolls are a bit more dangerous, but with the rallying call help, you can creep. Rallying call is way weaker in BFME 2 because it doesn't give you any armor. So it only gives you damage and combat experience. But of course, compared to the rallying call we know in Rise of the Witch King, this is quite weak. The creep will be secured, no problemo. And we have the Uruks leading on forward through the river of forts of Eisen. Remember, there is no sea shammers on the level 1 or level 2 Hall of Warriors. Getting this to level 2 is going to make it only fast the build speed, and of course your structure is going to be a bit more tanky. And you can see the furnace health is only 1080, while a mineshaft's health is 2700. So it's going to be more than 2 times harder to be destroyed. But it doesn't really matter that much, to be honest with you.
It has been too long. Oh, not long enough.
It has been not long enough. I mean, that's something I've never heard in my life. I've only heard the first part. It has been too long. And that's it. Nobody told me, ever, that it's not long enough. Who's gonna win this? Palank or the Pikemen of Isengard? I think the Palanxes, they are level 3. They should be able to win this. And they do indeed win this. Aggressive stance on that one. And default stance on the Pikemen. I'm not sure which stance is the best one to be used in those situations. But we see 2 Guardians coming. Furnace gonna get insta demolished, because the thing is, if you don't demolish it instantly, they gotta just touch it one single time and it's gonna go down from 100 to 0. Uruks ignoring the Guardians. I don't know if it's smart. I don't know. I don't think you can destroy this fast enough. Oh, actually they are dealing great amount of damage. Dude. But they're also dying quickly against those Guardians, because they are using the aggressive stance, not the shield wall formation. And that's a big wrong commitment. They damaged it, but they couldn't take it down. In the meantime, the most important furnaces from Isengard are going down to these 2 Guardians. The Warg Riders have been recruited, but a bit too late.
We've got a wagon ready here.
The battle wagon is ready here. You need to get your force to level 2 to recruit them. And that's how they look like. Of course, a similar situation. So you basically can give them the hearth, the healing, the banner for the leadership. And that's the most common thing. Dude, they don't die. They don't die, and they will be able to take it down as well. That's the furnace number 4. 2 Guardian push. What a massive push. The good thing is, he will be able to find... Oh, but the trample from this battle wagon is a bit juicier. It's a bit juicier. They see me rolling. Can he drive? In the meantime, creeping too. Everything is going in the favor of the Dwarven player Sauron so far. Pretty much a phenomenal and flawless start into the game number 1. He has 6 power points in the bank after picking up the rallying call at the beginning of the game. He's sitting on currently 550 command points and looking for another and this time a way bigger push. Look at this army. You have one pikeman. If you micro around well, it can be enough. And you have a battle wagon. You can give it a banner, which he will do. This banner will give you extra damage, which can stack with this damage buff, right? Oh, but he's exposed. However, the Guardians, they don't take damage from the trample at all. Like, look the amount of damage they take. Like, it's legit almost nothing. And the Warg Riders gotta trample them like 5 times over and over again to kill them. And it's easier said than done. Now, the rallying call is gonna be available in about, what, 10 seconds? And this push is going to be this way more dangerous. Remember, the rallying call is not like exactly the same like the war chant. War chant gives you a bit less damage, but gives you additional to that more speed. It means in some situations war chant can be better, but in this situation in which the speed is not going to be very relevant, as you're going to stand still and shatter the buildings down, the rallying call, the 10% extra damage can be actually quite big. Rebind is going to be quite helpful, of course, to negate the leadership they got from the statue. That's going to be the plan as well. But only one Warg Rider, which got big time damage. Beautiful micro from Sauron. Very risky, but he is a very good micro player. He can take the risk. Crossbowmen are trying to damage them as much as they potentially can, but they actually don't deal that much damage. And outnumbered big time. 400 command points against 750. What a demolishing, what a performance. And that's why he's considered as the best BFME 2 player. Look at the micro from him, dude. Look at the micro, like he stops at the right time. It's so fun watching people. I like the micro part. I think micro is so hard to get done in BFME games. And then if somebody can do this, it's really fun to watch, That's why I like also the playstyle of Ave and Sauron the most in Rise of the Witch King. Because they literally, kind of microwave every single unit they got. They never kind of focus down the building or hero by themselves. They always move around, look to find the perfect angle to attack it from, always clumping, always trying to get the maximum out of the situation, which kind of makes it so enjoyable for me to cast those games and also to watch those games. Sauron is a thing of beauty to watch, but this mod looks kitschy. What's up with VCNs? So this game is looking, in my opinion, the best version of BFME games. Like design-wise, this game is looking like it's made in 2023. Like that's the minimum expectation from anybody who was trying to play a new RTS game. And this game's graphics look beyond standards indeed, you know what I mean? Like you gotta give it that one. Like I can't judge, and it's I think all about the personal preference. Some people enjoy this game more, some people enjoy Rise of the Witch King more, and it's completely fine. But you can't deny that this game is looking, in terms of animations, texturing, design, models, by far the best, So Yora's favorite faction, Yora is a goblin warrior enjoyer, so he likes it. Sub point price change, dude, I'm not streaming at all. I'm broke. I'm running out of cash. I can't give you anything. So you gotta be watching for free, my friends. Okay, so we have the red man of the West player, Lothlorien, starting with double farm, and his opponent starting with double tunnel into the Goblin Cave, and this is Sauron, the winner of the previous game. He was able to win as Dwarf against Isengard. Alright, Barracks into the farm number 3, so it's a bit slower compared to the build opening from Sauron, and I think at the top skill level of gameplay, every second matters. And remember, the early game is the most important stage of every RTS game, but it also includes BFME 2, of course. And those games are actually not very forgiving when you make a big mistake. The only chance of you coming back is when your opponent makes even a bigger mistake. So you need to study the start. When you master the start, then you can at least survive for a few minutes. But if you can't master your start, you are screwed. Oops. Okay, so it's gonna be a Goblin Warrior spam. Barracks into the archer range. Who's playing? It's Lothlorien versus Sauron. There's a tower in the middle of the map, and there are also some creeps around this location. You can see there's a goblin lair, and also here behind the fortress. So other than that, it's pretty much like a very regular Westfold, but it's a bit different in terms of creeping and layout, you know. This tower here, I don't know how tanky this tower is. It has only 1200 HP, so it's not going to be that threatening. Even if you can actually garrison it, you know, if you can get units inside of that, it's not going to be very effective.
Stay together, man.
Not using scoreboard. We were actually having like a 2v2 match, you know, that's why I was not having any scoreboard activated. Normally I do. I was thinking that it's going to be a matchup between Andy and Sauron, so my scoreboard was prepared for this one. Hey, what's up? Pierre, what's up, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Good evening or good night, depending on your location. How late is it in your country, boys? Let me check actually my time. It's almost midnight in Germany. Almost midnight. Almost about to enter Sunday. Fissure, 2 goblin caves, fissure. And barracks, archer range, no steeple. Let's go! The builder, look at him. Looks, you know, he's looking angry because he got to work Saturday night. Not very good circumstances for the work life of this beautiful, handsome builder. The tunnel is gonna be saved. The goblin archers are actually doing a good job. Look at this icon, looks amazing. It's saved, it's not a big problem. It's even this, you know, the weakest resource building in the game. Only 1000 HP. I would love to see rangers. And also you can shoot over the building by using the bombard, but it doesn't do it. One more goblin is coming. You can't really achieve too much by sending them one by one. But you know, at least he's kind of keeping his opponent busy. But there is going to be a big force coming from the bottom side. 2 soldiers and 2 archers. So he needs to be kind of expecting maybe some spider riders very, very soon. And sending army without pikemen is quite dangerous. The builder is going to get in safety. Just barely. The farm is being hard focused, but it's going to be saved by the Gondor soldiers and the Gondor archers. And the troll is looking quite dangerous to me. Can you kill him? The human wood is on cooldown. And the troll is running over the soldiers. The one archer can't kill him fast enough. The splash damage is coming in handy. And he will be able to kill the whole battalion. The other battalion has been killed by the goblins while trying to deal damage to the goblin troll, the cave troll. Now they are trying to at least making it to the tunnel, but I think this is gonna feel too. What a great defense, you know. Actually, maybe he can destroy it. It's gonna be close. Actually, he took it down. Okay, I mean, it could be worse. Imagine you can't even take it down, but I think all in all, still a great outcome for Sauron, you know. Got a lot of power points out of this situation. He has 5 power points in the bank. And maybe if he can destroy this one, great clumping here. The archers, I don't know if they can take it down, the soldiers in time. The soldiers are taking heavy damage, but I think they can still take it down, and it's going to be the tunnel number 2. That's great. 500 command points against 450. So this game is looking way better for Lothlorien than the previous game. We might see a surprising outcome out of this game. The steeple level 1, archer range level 1, barracks level 1. No heroes yet for either player. That's going to be a spider pit building up as the production building number 4 for the goblin player Sauron on the left side. He has 2 trolls, one of them has a 3 in his hands, one of them doesn't. The one without the 3 can actually pick up a goblin and throw him on the face. And you can see, you need some backup, you need some front line actually, tower guards protecting those, you know, trolls or archers rather, you know, has to be a very important thing to do. Because if you don't have any front line, they can just simply walk into Gondor, while you can't really simply walk into Mordor. One of them is going to be taken down finally after dealing a tremendous amount of damage. The other one might be taken down as well. He can turn and hit. You know, when you know you're gonna die, at least deal some damage. And both trolls have been destroyed. And no pikemen, no counters to the Gondor Knights. The Gondor Knights are going to smash every single goblin. Knowing this, Sauron is going to just re-enter And some of them are, learning some dance moves. Look at this. They're all dancing. Dance, 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 dance. It's bug though, it's a bug, I don't know if they can actually give you vision. Let me take a look into this. Yeah, the goblin player does get some sort of vision, not too much, but he's able to see exactly what is on the spot, One goblin was able to survive. Actually, look at this. They're respawning. It's kind of weird though. Alright, Hobbit Summon will be used from the Man of the West player. He's gonna use the Firecracker on this half-throw pikeman. They're gonna get slaughtered, the hobbits from the Shire. Size doesn't matter, everything. 10 minutes before the midnight, so it's pretty much the same time like in Germany here. Germans, Turkey, Greece, 1,000 euro now. Good. Quite expensive, The inflation rate is kind of crazy also, even in Europe. Frodo Baggins tanking, or that's Peregrine took. He's gonna die. And Lothlorien, what a performance. What a performance from the young Turkish player. 750 command points against 650. Sauron is about to lose one of the Goblin Caves. He already lost the Fissure. And if he loses the tunnel level 2, that's going to be meaning even 100 less command points. It's going to drop down to 550 command points only. And there is nothing he can do about that one. He's going to lose it indeed. The Spider Riders, he couldn't get any of them on the field. He's going to now go for the Weapon of the Unland Summon. He's going to be placing it right on the enemy units. And he's lucky that the Golden Knights are damaged big time, but they can still go for a trample. However, they are being poisoned by the Spiderlings. They are taking heavy damage over time. But the army is outnumbering. And even the White Men of the Unland can't do anything about this. The last Goblin Cave has been destroyed. The only production building remaining is a Spider Pit level 1. It means no more Goblins, no more Half-Trolls anytime soon. And this is important to be remembered. Here's some eco around the bottom side. He's even building more while the Goblins are still dancing around. The tunnel here will be destroyed next by the soldiers. There is not even any defense potential. The farm is going to be destroyed in exchange. The White Men of the Unland couldn't do enough for the defense, and the units are still remaining on the field. They can even fight back those Spiderlings as they do. 6 power points, and we have 10 power points after the Hobbit Summon. So we have a 5 power point lead for the man player Lothlorien. He's up to 800 command points. We know Sauron is able to make some crazy shenanigans possible. He has the potential to always come back from any situation, but this will be definitely difficult to perform. Like, I believe the Goblins have a very similar situation to the situation they have also in Rise of the Witch King. They can definitely snowball their lead into a quick victory. The main concept of the Goblin or Dwarves is to have like this tunnel network system, so you can teleport from one location to the other location, and without map control, without having a lead, that's gonna be, borderline impossible. We shall see. He's gonna go for the barracks in front of the garrison tower in the middle of the map. This is kind of disturbing me, the blue dot on the minimap, so I always have the desire to check what's going on. Barracks level 2, archer range, level 1, and farms are being pretty much untouched. The map is looking red to me. The Goblins are camping. They are trying to camp. The tunnel level 2 will be definitely going down. There is nothing you can do about that one. The only thing I can see the man player is kind of making a mistake about is that he is not recruiting any tower guards. He has only 1 tower guard in the middle, but he has 0 tower guards around this location. So 1-2 Spider Riders could change everything, but the Spider Pit is still only level 1, so we won't get the chance to see any Spider Riders anytime soon. The Spiderlings though, they can commit, destroy this level 2 farm, no problemo. This farm is about to hit level 2 as well, but this army is looking dangerous to me. The tower guards are being chunked by the tower in the fortress, but they will get the chance to commit against the Spider Pit. Remember the production buildings, very squishy against tower guards. The pikeman damage is hitting very hard, but so does the troll. Troll is getting inside the jeans. There comes the Dunedain Ranger summon. They will be able to take down the troll, but the Rangers can't deal any damage to the structure. So all the damage left that can deal structural damage are the Knights of Gondor. This guy is moving like Michael Jackson. There comes the Tower Guard Battalion number 2, number 3. They are committing. Will they try to take down the fortress? I don't think it's going to be possible, but they are about to destroy the remaining production buildings. In the meantime, the Spiderlings, they can do the same. They destroyed this farm over here. But I don't know, man. You can't deal the same damage with those Spiderlings like you will receive from the Knights and Tower Guards in the Rangers summon. I mean, unless you get a PowerPoint lead, but you are so behind. Your Gorkill can't really participate. He's being chunked from the Rangers. He's gonna build a statue right in front of the production. In front of the fortress of his opponent, just for the memes. 13 PowerPoints. I think the 15 is gonna lead you to the Watcher summon. But even if the Watcher, if you summon it, you can't really achieve too much with it. Now Florian will make the score even. And man, Gondor must prevail. GG's gonna be called. What a performance. What a performance, dude. Very well played by the man player.